Paul, that's obviously the end of the transfer deadline day now. What's your summary of the business that you managed to do in that month?
Horrendous. Probably epitomises majority of our season. We probably had more than one deal done in the last couple of days where we were probably going to pay a transfer fee to bring players in, and more than one have probably failed medicals and different stuff that goes on in football. So it is what it is. Really disappointed for our supporters, disappointed for the players. But the most important thing when you're signing players, you've signed them with the right intention, the best intention, and to make your team better, to make your club better. It's something we really wanted to try and do for the running. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do it. It certainly wasn't for the want of trying. It certainly wasn't for the want of trying. Again, Phil and Ash, great support, as always. Probably really disappointed, really disappointed. But in terms of a blame sort of situation, there's no one to blame. It's football. We physically couldn't have done any more. Everything it is what it is. They never went through, so we have to move on. We have to concentrate now on the remainder of this season, which can still be positive. We want it to be positive, and to do that, you've got to win football games. It's the nature of the game, isn't it?
I suppose you obviously only wanted to bring in players who were going to make you better, so it wasn't a case of just signing anybody, was it?
No, we've gone from one extreme to the other now. We've got a lot of players back fit. We've got a lot of players back available. We've gone from the extremes over Christmas where it was tough, without a doubt. It's not tough no more. It just isn't. That's the brutal truth. It's not. There's no excuse culture in our rooms. The last 4 games now, we've drew 2. Won 1 and lost 1. We should never have lost a game at Cheltenham on Saturday. It's not good enough from us. You're in them final moments where you've only got to see a game out that you weren't capable of winning. We didn't really have them moments where we put Cheltenham to the sword, where we scored the goals, but we were in no trouble in the game, none. And you come away losing, and that effect of losing has a mental effect on everyone, because you feel you've done something wrong, you feel you're not going to get where you want to be. Yet when you leave the pitch after beating Bromley on the Tuesday, you feel the total opposite. We've got to do our best now, tomorrow night when we finish the game against Doncaster, that the emotions we felt after Bromley are the same emotions we feel after Doncaster.
Could some players still be going out then? Or
yeah,
still the National League deadline,
100%, Liam. We're very open and honest with our players. We now have probably a couple too many. Especially when the squad comes around tomorrow, which for all clubs is probably simmering, especially for the younger lads in the group. They've got to play football. The only way in our game to improve, to get better and to grow is by playing regular. So we've had a lot of hurdles this year. We keep going. You have to keep going in this game. You've got to want to achieve success. Success for us at the minute is still trying to be in them playoffs. We've got to aim for that. Our supporters have got to believe we can do it. The players have got to believe we can do it. But then also the elements of lads who've come back to fitness now and who are around the squad who aren't making the bench. Contracts might be up in the summer. We might have options on them. They've got to play football. It's so important in football that young people play.
Do you have to submit your final squad list to the league this week?
I think it's tomorrow, Liam, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what most clubs will be doing.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think we're all down to 18, 19, 20 games, depending on your schedule. For us, it is what it is. We've had the disappointments now of the Dunkleys and the McFadsons and these lads coming in and coming out. It is what it is. We've got to now focus on the lads who are able to help us and what we can try and achieve within a period now where the games come thick and fast, the opposition come thick and fast, and they're ready. We walk into Doncaster tomorrow, they're ready. They're flying, they're going really well. Grant's had a look at the division last year. They'll obviously be disappointed that they never went up through the playoffs. But they're flying this year. They're a really strong team, and great credit to Grant and the staff.
Yeah, confidence is sky high apparently in their camp. So it's going to be an exciting game under the line. It's a bit of a local rivalry as well.
It's on the floor in our camp, tell them. Theirs can be sky high and ours is on the floor. And we'll see them tomorrow night at 7:45. Listen, it is what it is. He's a very experienced manager, Grant. You know, they are on a great run. Why wouldn't they be coming here full of confidence? Of course they will. You know, for us, we've got to sort of grasp that now, where we regain our confidence levels and our, you know, what can lead you to being a better team. And the only way to do that's winning games. It's points on the board, it's scoring goals, it's the emotion that you feel when you win. You know, tomorrow night, as always, there'll be good games. There'll be a good game tomorrow night. There'll be a really good crowd in. You know, as you said, Doncaster travel on in fine form, really confident, flying. Probably looking at the automatics this year is really achievable, and good luck to them. For us now, we need to win footy games if we want to be successful this year.
Is there any update on Jack Sparks? Is it okay?
There's no point in discussing injuries over these calls. You know, it is what it is. You know, we'll let Grant know our team tomorrow about 6:30, can't we? We don't have to let him know it today. So, you know, it's a little another disappointment, obviously, with Jack coming out the team. You know, the week before we played Nancy and McFadden and Sparks in a new back four, and we finished the game at Cheltenham with none of them. So you can imagine what it is. So we look forward to the game tomorrow.